Whiskey 420 here. Welcome y'all back. A little late. Beyond the
His
queue.
fault.
You're right. Y'all are dead. Just a couple minutes tardy. Of course, I've got the powerful one with me, Corey Hughes. The not no longer taking a nap, Corey Hughes. Corey, how are you doing well?
I'm good.
Uh,
Sorry,
Corey is
man.
Corey
Sorry,
is
guys.
feeling better now after said nap. So that's a good thing. Oh man, hope everybody's doing well. Um, Corey, man, I seen a couple things that caught my eye today. Beyond the main topic, did you see the blow up doll that they put in New York
Yes.
of Kim Kardashian? I got to pull that up for the fellas, man. I mean, it's I was like, ain't no way this is real. This can't be real life. And but Cuomo's trying to run for governor, not governor, mayor. I was like,
How the fuck you
I
kill a
mean,
bunch of
that's.
people? You're like a serial murderer, and then you want to fucking run for governor? Is that what he's doing? Like mayor?
I
No,
mean,
fuck. Man, these people are so corrupt.
I was thinking more like, he did have that whole shenanigans where, I mean, they had the footage of him grabbing booty. I mean, what about the grabbing booty footage?
I don't know,
I
man.
mean,
I just don't
they
know.
just said, well, we dropped it just because, it seems like a good thing to do. It seems like the patriotic thing to do.
It's because when you're a
I was
Democrat, you can
like,
get away with whatever you want.
I said, hold on a second now. I mean, everybody else gets their life ruined when they grabbed some butt 20 years ago, okay? Whether it was intentional or unintentional. All right. Whether it was one or the other. But Cuomo, he gets to skate. I was like, this doesn't seem in the interest of fairness, it doesn't seem fair
It doesn't
if we're
seem fair,
talking
does
about
it?
that particular interest. Yeah, no, no. And then he got the audacity to say that he gonna come and run for. You were like part of the total collapse, right? Of NYC. I mean, you were like the finishing blow. I mean, I guess he forgot that, or pretty much that state. Of course, he gave it over to Hochul. I don't know which one is worse. Is Hochul worse than Cuomo? I'm not even
Yes.
sure.
Yes, she is.
I mean-
No, very specifically because she wasn't elected. She was funneled in.
oh yeah,
Um,
this is true. This is true.
and she's a woman, so she can't make rational decisions ever. And
Man said ever.
ever.
Dead. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. See how this looks on y'all's. Uh, oh, let me get my shoes off of there. There we go. Here we go. Now they said this is Kim Kardashian.
It didn't look like
Now
Kim
I'm not
Kardashian.
sure why they.
I didn't even see a face on that fucking thing.
Well, no, well it's covered up. Um, but obviously this is, and well, of course we got the derriere section. Not sure why this hole's back here. I guess it's where you blow it up at. But we got the derriere right here. Okay, so we're working with something like that. I mean, and I guess this is from her iconic photo. Oh, this is a recent photo shoot. Okay, isn't Kim Kardashian the one that started the BBL? Didn't she start that?
What is
Isn't that
that?
her?
What is
The
BBL?
BBL, where you get the Brazilian butt lift, where you get we used to do just boob implants only. Now we do
Okay,
butt implants.
if you had a gun to my head and I had to tell you what BBL was prior to you just telling me, I would be a dead man. No
it's
fucking way I ever would
tell
have
me
guessed that.
tell me that's not the first time that you heard of that.
That looks like some fucking immigrant who just crossed the border. That don't look like
It
Kim
might be.
Kardashian.
It might very well be. You know what I'm saying? Very well. But yeah, I mean, this is a work of art out here. Everybody's coming by, and you
Is
see
it
this. I think this is Skims,
it's
if
an
I'm
ad for
correct.
something, right?
Yeah, Skims is her brand. That's her personal clothing brand, and they sell men's draws too. Somebody said they're very comfortable. The men's draws.
So I had a
You think you might get you a pair?
no, I had a woman the other day try to convince me that straight men will wear women's underwear because they feel good. The material is nice. And
What's that mean?
I said that if you wear women's underwear, you're a faggot.
Yes. I mean, that's just it. I mean,
That's just
I
it.
don't know how else to I don't know how else to I'm looking for something different there. But I think you're spot on that.
hmm
Now which women's underwear? That's the real
I
question.
didn't
Are we
allow the
talking about
conversation to go that deep.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know if we're talking about, maybe something of the more of the thong variety. You know what I'm saying? I guess men can wear G strings.
There are male, like the
Uh
bodybuilders wear them. You
yeah,
know,
it's a little uncalled for. I ain't going that particular profession is kind of weird.
it is kind of
Gonna lie
weird.
to you.
It is weird. Like, and like I talk to chicks, they don't like that shit. They don't like the dudes who are like a gorilla. Period. I haven't met one who did.
Yeah, like a gorilla. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they live some type of happy lives or something like that. Is that
Well,
true?
here's the
They
deal.
get the
Like
chicks.
those guys get don't those guys get enlarged hearts also, just like a crackhead? Because the heart is like a
You think it's
muscle.
because
The heart's a
you think
muscle,
it's
and the
because of
more you work
steroids?
it, oh, that's a possibility. I mean, I just don't think you don't get that looking that big without steroids, do you?
Why? It's it's highly unlikely that you do because the amount that you have to train to get that type of definition is let's just say a normal body wouldn't be able to do that.
You got to
So
burn off, man. You
without a
got to
little
get
bit of
down to
assistance.
like 4 or 5% body fat, to get down to that shit. Fuck that.
Uh, oh yeah, yeah. Now what was it? Now I will say, hey, steroids to get you back in the game. Okay. I know I had a inflamed hip about a year and a half ago. A burr sac in my hip became inflamed, and that's probably the worst pain that I've ever felt. Um, but they gave me that prednisone. Shit. Next day I was good. I wasn't 100%, but I could actually like sit down without crying. You know what I'm saying? I mean that man, a burr sac inflammation, but there's no way for you to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at all. Like, there's zero way. I tried everything. I tried standing. I tried just sitting regular. Sit on the left hip, right hip, my back, my stomach. It all hurt. It hurt at all times. So I was like, man, this sucks. And so that's one of the few times because I really don't miss that much work unless it's a scheduled day off. I'm pretty good at being able to maintain, even if I'm a little under the weather. It needs to be something significant. I think I've been out of work for a actual sickness 2 times in 15 years. Uh, so I kind of pride myself on that. But yeah, I had to be out for that. Like my girlfriend was like, yeah, you're going to the urgent care tomorrow. Like there's no ifs, ands, and buts. Like she was like you can't even sit still. So I think I slept like 1 hour that night before, just because I mean that's all I could get out of it. But yeah, that prednisone, them steroids, but it gets you right where you need to be. So they always they hate on Barry Bonds, um, because it's alleged that he took performance enhancing drugs. But I'm fine with it. All right, because you still had to be able to hit the baseball. I could take PEDs from here to hell, and I won't be able to be hitting a baseball nowhere. Okay. Now, I'm a proponent that LeBron James takes PEDs. Okay. I mean, that's how that ninja's still playing at 40 and he playing like he damn 28. You
Is
know
he
what I'm
still
saying?
good?
So I mean, yeah, 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 yeah. He's still good.
See it.
Somehow at 40.
I don't under. Here's my thing. I don't understand. Like when you got that much money and you already made it, and your name's everywhere. There ain't much left for you to strive for, and I don't understand what keeps some of these people going. Me, I fucking stay busy and I'm motivated all the time because I need to get that green. You know what I'm saying? I need to make them dollar bills, y'all. Right?
Oh yeah,
So
them digits. You need to
them
get them digits
digits.
up.
So
Hmm.
I don't want to be poor forever. So I'm very motivated. But these motherfuckers got everything. They don't have to do shit for the rest of their lives. I don't understand what motivates them to keep going. You know?
What they say? Love of the game.
Right. But like, I'm a
Um,
researcher. I love what I
chase it.
do. But it's I would I do it if I was super duper rich? I don't know. I'd probably be out partying at the club with the girls and shit. You know, and the hookers and all
I
that and the
think you would
blow.
still at least do podcasts because all rich people do podcasts and siphon off views. So all y'all rich motherfuckers that got all this money already, y'all siphoning views from us, okay? Y'all supposed to be damn enjoying your life, but instead, what? Every athlete, every whore and hooker, all the whores and hookers got podcasts. Oh man, I seen one the other day, and they were like, "It's a red flag if your significant other, your partner, won't sleep with you while you're on your period, won't have no sex." I'm like, I mean, how's that a red flag? I mean, and they're like, well, we just need to normalize it. That's something that happens. I mean, guys realize it's something that happens, but maybe I'm just not interested. I mean, I can hold off a week. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let that thing heal up and I'll get back to it whenever it's healed up, cuz, you know what I'm saying? I'm good right now. They're like, oh no, you get a towel. I was like, get a towel anyway, man. I want to mess the sheets up. Come on, cuz. I mean, I mean, maybe you don't get no towel because you don't put no work in. All right, but I mean, I got to keep a towel. All right, saying, I ain't trying to wash the sheets every night. But yeah, they were like, it's a red flag. I said, damn, man, is everything a red flag for a guy? I mean, we can't, Core. We ain't got much chance, man. If you ain't already with somebody, man, your chances are slim out here. Even though you know this type of market we in and economy, it really is beneficial to have that secondary income. You know, combining
Hmm.
incomes. Folks are
Yeah.
still like the hell with it. I'll do it on my own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what they're saying. I'm just like, come on, man. I'm like, come on now. I mean, folks just rather be by themselves. And I mean, that's fine if that's what you want to do. But I'm like, man, don't punt an opportunity just for, just because I want to be, want to act like a fool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what end up happening. Folks be giving up opportunities when they don't, because it's almost self sabotaging. Let's just say that. They self sabotage stuff that could actually be good for them. So, I mean, it just is what it is. It is what it is in the face of that. Um, oh, did I tell you, I didn't tell you about Captain America, did I? Captain
Not
America,
really.
Brave New World. Okay,
I watched a movie.
okay. Did you
What?
watch the Elevation?
Yep, I watched that.
Okay, we need to review that.
And it was kind of boring.
Well, I mean, there's a maybe a concept there that we just might be able to do a quick discussion. You don't need to be anything long, 30 minutes.
And what else did I watch? I watched something else. I don't remember what it was though. I watched The Wolfman last week. That was okay. A lot of movies that are just okay lately.
Well, I mean, I guess just okay is
Bro,
better than what we've been getting.
I tried to steal a copy of fucking Captain America, and all fucking like 39 links were dead. Couldn't believe it.
Hmm. Yeah. Well. So the Brave New World. Um. Which is kind of just a world building movie. Like it. Can I say that it was horrible? Not really, but the movie didn't do much. You know. I mean, it just really didn't. I mean, it just kind of, hey, this is what we're planning on doing for a few movies in the MCU. That's what it kind of did, as opposed to it having its own kind of like story. So yeah, I don't
Did
know.
you ever watch
I
the
don't know.
Did you watch the Dune series that came out? That mini series because that got no attention whatsoever.
No, I didn't. A lot of people said it was bad.
They said it was bad.
Yeah,
Really?
I need to go. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. I might have I might have a little bit of time. Actually, I will have a little bit of time coming up right here, beginning of next month, where I might be able to dabble in it. So I'm gonna be going on vacay, Myrtle Beach, but so I might be able to dabble in it within that. So, but yeah, there was a bunch of people that was just like, it was kind of just like, blah. you know, like it was very like, what do I want to say? Intricate to the point where you were kind of lost on what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. I need to check it out though. The prophecy. Of course, this was what they say, like 10,000 years before, something like that. With the Benny Gesserit. This is kind of the Benny Gesserit story of how
Right.
they're sowing the seeds
See,
of the Messiah.
they're like manipulators behind the scenes with their
Right.
breeding program. The breeding program is what led to, everything that happened in Dune. So they kind of created everything, a self-fulfilling prophecy, so to speak.
Right. 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 That was the whole premise. Uh, so which is what that's kind of the Doom prophecy. That's that whole story. That's the whole setup as far as that goes. Is how they begun to sow sow roots into particular establishments as far as your higher ups, as far as your families go. So I don't know. There was I don't know. Some people were saying that they didn't enjoy the characters and stuff like that. So I was like, I was like, damn, man. You know, once you hear about 5 or 6 bad reviews, like you kind of almost get turned off from watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of messes you up. You're like, damn, man, because you want something to be good.
So I
Now
seen
they
that.
had
I I seen ads for
what's that?
Daredevil. Are we still on? Is that still on the agenda? Is that out
Yes,
yet?
yes, yeah.
The whole thing.
2 episode premiere came out
Okay.
yesterday. No, not the whole thing.
All right. I guess I'll
Two
watch it.
episode premiere. It's got 84% Rotten Tomatoes. So I mean that's pretty good. I think it is
I don't
anyway.
appreciate them not using a blind actor. Really, if they're going to represent blind people, they need to have a blind actor in there.
Corey, how you gonna do that? It said a blind.
I mean, he's got blind
It
face.
said it.
That's what he's doing. It's a series about blind face.
Man said, man said they really need to use a blind actor. You know what I'm saying? To even things out a little bit. I mean,
So
man
the
said
first
if
one
you want,
lost me. I watched the first Daredevil, and it started off good, and I remember losing interest towards the end.
hey
So
man, people hear of the first Daredevil as like, cinematic genius.
right, that's just because have been force fed shit for the last couple years, and so their memories have been enhanced.
You think that's what it is?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that could be the case. That could be the case. But man, what was it? I think it was Rotten Tomatoes was like 91, then 87%, then like 98% for the third and final season.
Damn.
Like it's like crazy high. Yeah. Yeah. I watched a recap, you know, about a 30-minute recap of what happened. And initially the Daredevil series was not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even though because it wasn't made by like quote unquote Marvel Studios, the same as some of these other projects. But they kind of made some emphasis to what was happening in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But now it's uh it's fully in there now. So they're pretty much saying all that old stuff is canon, including Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist.
So if you remember back in the day when they had superhero movies, if you had like a post credit crossover, it was like, oh my God, you know, and crossovers were a big deal. And these days they're just not. The universe, making it a universe with all these different people coming together ruined it. Oh, sorry, man. They ruined the entire specialness of the rare random crossover. Because now none of them
Yeah,
matter
because it
anymore.
rarely happened. It rarely happened.
Yeah. So I'll tell
Like,
you this much: the crossover I did kind of like was I did like Wesley Snipes' Blade coming back in Deadpool. That
okay,
was
okay.
fucking great. I really like that. I mean, the context might have been shit, but just having Wesley Snipes back as Blade was like awesome. He's the best. I love Blade. It's one of my favorites. I'm kind of glad the new Blade hasn't happened. Even okay, so I'm gonna have to go back and revisit the Blade TV show because I remember thinking it was crap at the time because it didn't have Wesley Snipes in it. But compared to what we've been going through for the last couple of years, it might actually be good. So, did you ever watch it?
Oh, which one?
The Blade
The
TV
old
show.
Blade?
The Blade TV
Oh,
show
the TV show?
with the guy with the bald head who was Blade.
I never watched the TV show, like, at all. Mm-mm.
Let me bring
No,
this
I
up
never
as a
watched that. I knew it was something. I knew it was a thing, but it was never a thing for me. So, because, I mean, it wasn't Wesley Snipes, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
So,
It was. Let me see. I'll screen share it.
okay, okay. Let the people see it.
This guy right over here.
Yep, mhm.
Blade the series.
How many seasons was that?
Ooh. No, now we're gonna have to go to Blade the series, the wiki.
Okay, okay.
So
Couldn't have been that many.
it premiered in 2006. Only I had one season. And
Okay, yeah, I didn't think it was that it did that great.
Sticky Fingers. Wasn't he like a rapper? Kirk Sticky Fingers
Yeah, yeah,
Jones.
it was.
And
Yeah, if people don't know about the sticky fingers,
it had
that's
Randy
a
Quaid in
thief.
it.
Yeah, yeah, that's a thief. So that's what that pretty much is. All right, so sticky fingers. I think dang, I think Sticky Fingers had a song on one of the MLB The Show games.
Oh, a video game?
MLB The Show has some underrated songs on there. You know, they
You know,
had some underrated songs.
there was some really good um songs on the SSX Tricky. Do you remember that? I actually knew some of the
Okay,
guys who had songs on SSX Tricky. I actually put
okay,
a, I
okay.
actually most people don't know this. I had a former DJ career in the late 90s and early 2000s.
You
And
had a what?
uh-huh. And I put out like a dozen records. They're probably hella collector's items if you know. But actually, I saw my stuff like just last year. I looked it up on Discogs. I saw my shit going for like $35 on vinyl, which was crazy because I never thought it was that good.
Hmm.
But
Okay,
nonetheless,
okay.
they're out there. I don't even think I
I
have
mean,
copies of most of them anymore. I should rebuy them just for posterity.
huh? All right. So the DJing career, why'd you
Hmm.
give that up?
You got to grow up at some point.
It's a lot I mean, you got a lot of DJs. You got DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying?
So,
You got a lot of DJs.
yeah. So I don't understand these like people who come out of nowhere and then all of a sudden they're a superstar DJ, like playing at fucking Club Space in Miami and the clubs in Vegas. It's like, how does that happen? It's got to be part of the CIA music program.
You think so?
Oh, they most certainly have been involved in music culture over the decades. So who the hell knows what they're doing as far as that goes? But some people, I'm sorry, I don't care what you do. If I don't care if you're a fucking podcaster or whatever the fuck or a rapper or whoever, if you come out and overnight you're a success, you're manufactured. So
Mm. You mean like Hawk Tuah?
like Haktua, oh, totally. She's
But
what's her
she
deal?
ain't put out what is that damn rug pull?
Well, I'm sure she didn't personally do the rug pull. She's not that smart.
Don't nobody know that. Don't nobody know that shit. That she didn't personally do the rug pull. Bo, I don't think. Hold on. I don't think she's made a podcast in 2 months since that rug pull. I'm pretty positive. Oh, it's the talk to her. Let me do this right. I think that's right. Hold on. Talk to her. Since she said she was gonna spit on a dick, and all of a sudden, that became something. 3 months ago was when she did her last podcast. 3 months. And she still got 206,000 subscribers. She got those in like a day. Hell, when Brett Cooper left Daily Wire, she made a separate channel, didn't put anything on it, and had over 1 million subscribers.
What? Really?
Yeah, I'm like, Bo, hey man, it pays to be a good looking woman. I don't give a fuck what nobody says, Bo. You a good looking woman, Bo. Because we got to be honest. Men are the one that's on that shit. Okay,
Yeah.
men are the
Oh,
one that's up there and you know
so
subscribing to the channel
that
and
fucking
checking her
hoe,
out because they want to fuck her mouth, man. They want to fuck her mouth. It's just it.
that fucking British hoe who fucked 1,000 dudes, is
Oh, the
fucking
Bonnie
old.
Blue.
She's fucking old dudes in nursing homes now.
No, 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 no. The Bonnie Blue's not doing it. It's the Lily Phillips is doing it.
I told you they're the same person. You seen those pictures next? I bet you never seen them in the
Miss,
same room together.
you have. They used to be friends, and
CIA
then Bonnie
clone.
Blue. They used Bonnie Blue
It's
allegedly
this is a Jewish
stole the
psyop.
1,000 thing. Is that what that is? Is that what we're gonna call it?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna call it the Jewish side. Nah, but Bonnie Blue just bought her a Ferrari, or they just made her a custom Ferrari. Um, today she unveiled it today. It came across my Twitter feed. I was like, huh, okay. Had her name etched in it. Of course, it's all blue. You know what I'm saying? Blue and black for the Bonnie Blue. But yeah, Lily Phillips, yeah, she going to the nursing homes now. So look, I mean, I tried to tell people. People were like, "Oh, maybe we can talk her down from the edge." I'm like, "Boo, she just likes sucking dick, man. It's okay. All right. Look, it's okay to let people go. All right. Everybody's out here got this. Oh, I need to save people mentality. No, man. She knows what she's doing. She taking D, and she said, "I love taking D from everybody." All right. You know what I'm
It's so
saying?
weird because women
I
are
mean,
always so picky on the outside. Like they're always coming off as so picky until you get past that encryption layer, and then this one just is like some chicks are just like everybody, which doesn't make any sense. That to me, that spells some kind of abuse or weird psychology shit going on.
there could be a certain part of their brain that just didn't develop. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe she didn't release the what they call the oxytocin,
Right.
or maybe she which is the chemical bond whenever you have sex with somebody, or maybe it just got fucked out of her. Okay, she says she was a whore at the university. All right, so since I was a whore there, I felt like I just might as well get paid for my services. I'm like, well, I mean, she got a good point. I mean, she's like, I won't go stop hoeing. So damn, I might as well get paid for this. I'm like, well, man, I can't fault her for that. You know what I'm saying? And of course we had the when we got dropped in a different dimension 2020. That's when we had the explosion. Everybody was at the house. Women were trying to figure out how to make more money, and so a lot of them just start selling booty, man. Especially police officers. That's a lot of women police officers that got on that train. You know, some of them got caught, some of them didn't. Of course, we had the teachers. A lot of your school teachers, they jumped on that train too. So I mean, man, it just is what it is, man. I even seen some pastors, women pastors, that jumped on the train. You know what I'm saying? The one woman said, I'm doing this. I'm doing this porn for God. I was like, whew. I mean, I'm not sure if you need to include God in your fornication, but I mean, okay, we'll roll whatever you got going on right now. But that's what she said. Said the Lord came down and he told me, he said, you need to share that beautiful body with the people. I'm like, oh, man, can we let that stuff go? I mean, everything you did in life wasn't no type of divine intervention from some spirit. I mean, yeah, it's just that you didn't have much other use besides showing your holes. So I mean, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one that's gonna go out there and I'm gonna rake them over some coals and bash them. I ain't got time for that. If you want to sell booty, sell booty. There's been women selling booty forever. All right. Hell, they used to have the whole house you could go to, and you have the madam of the house. All right, make sure things were taken care of. So it's all good. I mean, over there near y'all, the Nevada area, there's a lot of ranches out there. That's what they call them out there, the ranches.
I don't know who actually
I mean,
goes to
if you,
those. I mean, those are expensive.
oh, they gonna ring you. They ring your pocketbook, but you know,
Or let me put it this way, man. In Las
hmm
Vegas, holy shit, the hooker market is so fucking big. I'm not even fucking kidding. You can go on Craigslist or whatever the fuck, site of the day is
right.
and get a blowjob for like $50. For like a hot chick. I'm not even kidding, bro. They're
You said
so
from a hot
fuck
one. Man
yes,
said from a hot one.
bro. You don't understand. The market is packed. It is packed. That's why you go into the casinos and they're hanging out at the bar and stuff. I mean, the ones at the bar, they'll charge you 300-400 an hour and they fucking look really nice. You know what I mean? Nice clothes, nice everything. They just sit down
And
right
that's the
next to you.
bargain price. That's the bargain
That's
price.
that's a bargain price. Yes. For this kind of caliber. Because it is packed. It's like it's unfucking believably packed. I just know people in those circles out there, so it's unreal.
hmm Oh man. Well you would figure that your major tourist locations would have you know your your higher end quote unquote escorts, and you would have more of them there
There is
because
a
more affluent people would be in the area.
I want to see if I can
Affluent.
find a picture of this because I couldn't believe this. When I first got to Vegas in 2017, I think 2018, sometime around
hmm
there, I was on the strip and I was in my car, and a mobile billboard went down the street that said "Girls to your room," and it had these naked chicks on the billboard, on a mobile billboard driving down the street. Let me see if I can find a picture of this because it blew me away. Um,
Girls, it just says girls to your room.
Girls to your room.
Oh, okay, okay.
Man, I can't find a picture of it. Maybe I should put "Girls to your room" sign. This is like world fame. Oh, here we go.
Okay, okay, we got
I
that
found
action.
it. I
All
found
right,
it.
let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
Girls direct to you. There you go.
Man, I mean, that's right on the side of the street,
Oh,
cuz.
that's the competition because the other one is "Girls to your room." This is "Girls direct to
Oh,
you."
okay.
So there's multiple of these. But that just drives around downtown and on the strip all the time. So it's
Just call you up
basically
some punani, man.
it's a pimp service. So basically, it's like $200 to $300 that you pay them at the agency with your credit card over the phone, and then they send a girl to your room, and then you got to pay her separate. So it's a two. They get you. It's a
Dang.
two-pronged thing. Yeah. So and those girls, you're not spending less than $1,000. If you have less than $1,000, you might as well fuck right off, right? So that's kind of where
Oh,
that's coming
okay.
from.
Okay. So we talking
I
about the
never
high
forgot.
end.
I never could afford $1,000 hooker. So, but that's what I've heard from people who I know.
Well, I mean, obviously those are W-2 employees, okay? Uh, those
Well, here's
type
the thing.
hookers right
This is the
there.
weird thing because in Las Vegas itself, the escorting is legal. You're allowed to have an
Right.
escort go out with you and go on dates and stuff. but the sexual part is not legal out inside the county. Yeah, it's illegal in Clark County.
Oh, okay.
You got to get outside
Oh,
the
okay,
county.
okay.
Like the nearest brothel in Nevada was in Pahrump, which is like 60 miles from Vegas. So,
Oh, okay. So do you think these escorts, you think that all they did was just go and hang out?
no, definitely not. And that's how these
I don't
agencies
wanna
are off
break
the
any
hook.
rules.
The agencies they just set up the date and then everything's on the chick, right? So the agencies make tons of cash.
Yeah, look at well, I don't wanna break any rules, you know what I'm saying? We wanna keep everything on the up and up around here. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pay you $1,000. I don't wanna touch you though. I just wanna sit and talk to you for 4 hours. It's like, come on now. I mean, I don't know. I did, 'cause I watched some of that show. What was it? Was it the Bunny Ranch? I watched some of that, 'cause I was interested on how much money they were actually making. And this one black chick says, she's like, "Yeah, I have a client that comes by probably, every other month, and, he takes me out for the day, $10,000.
Mhm.
Hey, he has me for the day." I was like, 10 G's? I'm like, "Whoa."
Another weird
For
thing,
24 hours.
you can do that with porn stars. There are pimps for porn stars. Virtually all of them you can rent for that kind
Oh,
of
okay.
money. Wild, huh?
Mm. Man, that stuff is crazy, bud. And,
Be like, hey, I
of
just seen
course,
your video. Can you come over?
it's just like I'm just trying to check it out. What they say, IRL. I'm trying to get some IRL going, some in real life going over here. Man, that stuff is crazy. And of course, that's our small part here, but overseas, it's like rampant over there. You know, they ain't got a whole lot of restrictions on selling booty. I don't think
Well, I think here's
the
what
European
you
nations.
know. A lot of people think that just the creation of OnlyFans has led to more women doing OnlyFans, right? And I would
Right.
argue,
Hmm.
I would argue completely against that. I would say that if times were good and economies were good and people weren't struggling, not a fraction of the people who are doing it today would be doing it, regardless of if the platform is there. So I think it's the
Correct.
economic times that dictate whether or not people stoop to that. Because what happens in hard times, women sell their bodies and guys sell drugs. That's what happens. So
I mean, that's spot on. I mean, man, I just need to make a TikTok and just say that. I said I got this from Corey
you can always
Hughes.
steal my lines. Only you though.
Yeah, there we go. I was gonna make a short TikTok. I was like, just remember that. Well, they say that we're everybody's like, oh man, we're gonna spiral into a recession. I was like, boo, uh, nigga, we been in recession. I
They're
mean, what
like,
you?
we've been in a recession so long, people forget we've been in a recession. And remember that fucking okay, so the definition of a recession is two quarterly downturns in the economy by X percent, right?
Yeah.
And like we passed that by like six fucking, and it's like they're like, oh no, we're not a recession. We just changed the definition of recession. Go fuck yourself, Joe Biden. Oh my god, like I can't believe what Joe Biden and that fucking sideshow Bob fucking reporter bitch. Man, I fucking hate them with a passion. Like that was the intentional destruction of our country for 4 fucking years. Fuck those people to death. I hope Trump goes after every goddamn one of them and locks them in a fucking in a cell under the jail.
Right, right. So since we're already floating towards the topic, we got the trade wars going on now. Of course, I misspelled it for emphasis. WARZ
So
wars.
I have a lot
So
of
the
thoughts
quote
on this,
unquote.
and I think
Okay, okay. Let it rip. Let it rip.
people's perceptions of this trade war are retarded. And what people don't understand is Trump is imposing these tariffs to bring manufacturing back home. Period. He already got deals with the major car companies and Apple and some chip manufacturer from fucking Taiwan. I mean, that's the whole point of the tariffs. Now, will the countries that don't want to cooperate, um, they'll suffer more than we will, and that's number one. But will we suffer over tariffs and when we see price increases? Well, here's the problem. These fucking companies are going to exploit the idea that there's tariffs, and so they're going to raise prices even if they're unaffected. That's a fucking thing people need
Right.
to
Hmm.
consider. 100% that's fucking happening. Hey, these things came from Guatemala. Why has it got a fucking, Mexico tariff on it? It didn't go to Mexico.
Hmm.
Oh, because right? That's going to be their
Right.
answer, right? Like, fuck
Mhm.
these people. But ultimately, e- people will suffer for a while. Could be even as long as a generation, honestly. But it doesn't matter because in the long run, it will be better for the country and people who have to live in it in the future. And
Well,
so,
before you keep going, Corey, there was people that always talked about, traditional men, traditional women. Man could go out, he could work, and bring home enough money for the whole family and stuff. I'm like, you do understand what time that was in, though, right? The time when we were manufacturing.
mhm. So when corporate America sold us out to China, it was the it was the worst thing ever because bringing let's say a t-shirt, right? If I want to get a t-shirt made in America, that motherfucking t-shirt is either going to suck and it's going to be, $20, or it's going to be a decent t-shirt and it's going to be $35. Whereas a
Mhm.
fucking Chinese t-shirt will be like 17, right? For a decent one. That's the problem. Like, we can't cut costs here to the point where we can manufacture things that low. Therefore, the cost of things will go up. But the idea is there'll be a spark in the economy because of that. The wages that are
Mhm.
paid to Americans here will go back into the economy, and everything in theory should balance out. The question is, how long does it take for things to balance out? Who the fuck knows? It's all guesswork.
Right.
So, personally, I like the tariffs and fuck Canada. Um, so there is some.
Oh, God, they cutting up here. Ford, I mean, and he showed this. He's like, yeah, we're gonna stop selling their alcohol. So the niggas are they boxing up the alcohol that's already there. I'm like, you already paid for that alcohol, dog. You might want to sell that. I mean, why you boxing up the shit you already bought? The shit you already bought ain't got no tariff on it, dog.
See, this is the
And they
problem.
boxing it
Like,
up.
this is a psychological thing. Like, these people are. This is a knee jerk emotional reaction, and it's a very low IQ reaction. Honestly, these people just don't understand what's happening. This is my. I go absolutely fucking nuts when I listen to people talk about politics and everything in general, because nobody seems to understand a fucking thing about how the world works at all, and
No.
it's unbelievable. Like, people, some like every goddamn Democrat in the fucking world sounds like a fucking retard right now. Every single thing out of their fucking mouth is uneducated or intentional propaganda. You know, it's been really frustrating for me. Even just flipping through X, I'm pissed off, and I'm always pissed off. But like, I'm even more pissed off within like 30 seconds of getting on that shit. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I oh man, because on my TikTok feed, everybody's talking about tariffs, which I don't know when the entire world became some type of tariff guru. I mean, overnight, you know what I'm saying? Like the shit ain't never been used before. Like folks won't using it against it. I'm just like, well, I was sitting, where all you tariff gurus come from? You know what I'm saying? That's just got the complete insight on what exactly is going to happen because of these tariffs.
well,
What was my one man like? Oh, this $80,000 car is going to cost 100,000 now. I'm like, do what? I'm like, "Ugh, man, if it was that simple 1 to 1, then just nobody would buy it, and then eventually something would have to change. It's like that. I'm like, come on, man. It ain't gonna
so
be that simple 1 to 1.
I'm all these countries, and most people didn't know this, and I didn't know this, but we are tariffs are imposed on us with almost all countries that we trade with, because
Mhm.
they don't make enough motherfucking money in their own economies to support their own countries. And so
Mhm.
when Trump implements reciprocal tariffs, this is going to just wreck the fucking economies of all these countries. Like, I'm talking like, oh, you want to be the 53rd state? Come on in. Like,
Yeah.
these motherfucking places are going to get wrecked. I mean, the global economy will get wrecked by this. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Why do you think when you go over somewhere and you bring your USD, they're like, "Oh, damn, you got 10,000 US dollars? Shit, man. You're like, you're rich, ain't you?" It's like,
Dude, that reminds me of like
"No."
a who was it? It wasn't Sneeko, it was one of them speed guys, or one of the one of them fucking Kai
Oh,
Sonata.
speed, yeah.
He
Yeah.
went to like Nigeria or something, and he tipped a guy like $5,000, and the other guy who was like his tour guide, he's like, you just made that guy a millionaire. and they did the math on a calculator. The $5,000 tip he gave him was the equivalent of $6.6 million in America. Wild, huh?
Yeah, man. And I'm just like, but bud, because as Americans, we're straight up consumers. That's what we are, Bo. We're gluttonous on consumption. I mean, you can just drive out and see that shit. So yeah, I mean, we're gonna consume a ton of your products, but I just look at it as if somebody's like, "Hey, man, we cool, but I'm gonna tariff you." It's like, okay, and we'd be cool for a while. Hey, man, I'm gonna charge you. I'm about to charge you. I'm about to charge you. You never charge them, and then you come out and say, "You know what, man? I feel like I ought to get a little bit of kickback on this." And you're like, "How dare you?" I was like, well, you've been charging me all this time. Can I not get a little cutback on it? That's the way I see it. But a lot of people are like, "Oh, this is gonna be the end for us. It's gonna be the end." There was a one girl that did a TikTok, and her name, I can't remember her name, but I think her name is up there, like "How to Find Your Rich Husband" or whatever. Uh, because she married her a rich guy, but she was in circles where there would be rich people at. But she's like, everybody who's freaking out about a recession is like, in your lifetime, you'll live through at least between 5 to 7 recessions. It's just something that happens. Like, you can't stop it. It's just shit that's going to happen. All right. You'll have great times, have times it's not so good. It just is what it is. And so people are like freaking out like they ain't never been through some shit before, which some of them may not have. Some of them may not have. But but yeah, I mean, I got everybody, and now we got folks saying they stand with Canada. That's about the tariffs. I got Trudeau up there. He crying. I said, Trudeau, why do I still see you? Nigga, it was just a month ago. You said you were gonna step down. I keep seeing your ass up here talking.
Yeah, what's he doing?
I
Did he?
don't know.
I saw a thing today. I guess one of the I don't know what the fuck kind of kangaroo system they have up there, but one of their premiers or whatever the fuck,
Mm-hmm.
or House of whatever fucking Parliament Commons bullshit, um, said that the complete legislative agenda is on hold until they finish uncovering all the corruption of the liberals, because the liberals have been accused of shit and they won't turn over documents. So there's a big scandal going on up there right now, I guess.
Oh, okay, okay.
I need more information.
But I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. But I swear to you that Trudeau was telling me with a heavy heart that he was gonna have to step down. Well, your heart can't be too heavy. The shit ought to be collapsed by now. It ought to fell out your ass. If it was that heavy, you still up here. And Bo today he was crying, man. I swear to you, man. There was a tear rolling from his eye. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? You see, oh, here we go. I got it right here. This is what happened when you got low testosterone, man. It's exactly what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? Bitch made niggas, what they call them. I mean, let me get him up here. Here we go. Oh, Trudeau. Bitch made. Look at this nigga.
On a personal level, I've made sure that every single day in this office, I put Canadians first, that I have
Fuck you.
backs. And
And
that's why I'm here to tell you all that we got you. Even in the very last days of this government, we will not let Canadians down today and long into the future.
I mean, you heard that, didn't you? You
That guy
heard
should
that.
have it. That guy, what a scumbag.
I mean, I mean, he said that since I've been in office, I had your back. I guess he forgot about 2020, 2021, and 2022. He ain't had nobody's back. Hell, he had somebody getting drug out of the church. Hell, when they had the truckers go against them, they froze their bank accounts. Whose back you have? Whose back did you have then? I guess we forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
People got short memories. These
Mm-hmm.
niggas out here got goldfish memories. I mean, I don't get it, bud,
When you get up
at
and blatantly
all.
lie to the people like that, you should have your head on a pike.
I mean, it's crazy. And he out here, I mean, his acting skills is impeccable. I seen them. His eyes was getting red, tear ducts. I mean, he over here tearing up. I said, Trudeau, God, man, take you some TRT, dog. Damn, grow some balls, man. My goodness. I think I got one of four. Do I got one of Ford up here? Ford, he out here, his fat ass trying to do all this posturing. I'm like, oh, y'all trying to posture for what, man? I'm like, y'all need to stop posturing. I mean, folks that ain't got no leverage. What was they saying? People were saying, "Oh man, wait when your avocados go up." I'm like, I don't eat fucking avocados, dog. You
You
think
really
some
should.
avocados
They're
going
really
up?
good fats for you.
Give a damn about no avocados, man. Somebody told me about some avocados. I'm like, man, please. You gonna talk to me about one thing? Avocados. It's like, really? It's like, but we don't get that much shit from damn Canada. How much shit we get from Canada? Hell, Ford was talking about, man, when we shut the power off at the top of the United States, they'll fill us then. I'm like, do you not think another power company's gonna come in and supply them power? And then you'll never get it back, dumbass. I mean, I mean, what do you think? So hold on a second. So you think you just gonna cut the power off to folks? Folks gonna just take it lying down. There ain't gonna be another company that's gonna be like, whoo, they're stupid. Hey, we got power for you, dog. I mean, we ain't worried about all that nonsense. And then, after, oh, okay, well the trade war is over. Can we service your area again? They're like, no, no, you can't. I mean, like you out here calling bluffs. You know what I'm saying?
So
You calling bluffs.
that leads us to Europe, who may be demonstrating that they are the dumbest fucking people ever. Their attitudes and actions towards Ukraine prove that they're on the fucking take. They are a bought out enterprise. They are going to put boots on the ground into Ukraine. And
Oh, it's the dumbest shit ever, man.
Donald Trump said they are on their own. He said they can pound sand. He ain't sending troops. I hope Vladimir Putin goes in there and slaughters every last motherfucking one of them.
But it's crazy, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's crazy. I'm like that. I seen that shit too. Oh, we're gonna send troops out there. I was like, man, the only thing you need to send out there is somebody to tell Zelensky, get the fuck out the way, man, so we can shut this shit down. Damn, son. I mean, everybody just warmongering. It's just like, boo. And I get it. I know why you want it because it's profitable. Because you go steal shit during that time. I mean, I get it. I know why you want war. You be stealing shit. All right. But damn, man, it's time to shut it down. I think Trump was trying to get with the Hamas folks too and try to shut that shit down. It's like, damn, bro. Can we be done with this shit? I mean, I get it. Ain't nobody gonna win here. Ukraine damn sure ain't gonna win. All right. That's just all there is to it, man. If Russia's the big bad that people say that they are, then they ain't no way in hell Ukraine was ever gonna win.
Never had a
Let's
chance.
just see it.
So it's so funny. I've been listening to these simps on fucking YouTube who are like, it's been a stalemate for 2 years. I'm like, you dumb motherfuckers. No, it has not. They got back the land they wanted and they stopped. And now they're defending that land. That is not a stalemate. That is, we just took your fucking land and there ain't shit you can do about it. So all these
Correct.
motherfuckers who are like, it's a stalemate are fucking just kidding themselves. Putin really, he could have fucking just ended the whole thing really quick. He could have just carpet bombed Kiev and been done with it. But he didn't do that. He still hasn't done it. I wish he would have done it. But no, You don't think he knows where Zelensky sleeps at night? Fuck. They could take him out anytime they want. And they don't. You know why? You know why Vladimir Putin is the way he is? Because all he wants in the goddamn world is to fucking sell the fucking vast amounts of raw materials that they have in their country and grow the economy and turn Russia into the new United States. That is what he has wanted to do for 30 fucking years since he got in what, 99?
Mm-hmm.
So, but we can't have that, you know? We can't have that. The old establishment couldn't have it. The Jewish establishment still holds a grudge from when they fucking got kicked out of goddamn Khazaria in 1220 AD. So, I mean, they'll never let fucking Putin rest. But him offering up the mineral deal was killer. Him wanting to reestablish relations is awesome. We need to really normalize our relations with Russia and China. Period. That's all
Yeah.
there is to it.
Man, it just is what it is, man. At this point in time, folks are worried about, oh, well, these people are villains and these people are heroes. But there are no villains and heroes out here, okay? All right, ain't
That's the
nobody
truth.
wearing no cape. Ain't nobody wearing no fucking cape out here. All right, that's just all there is to
I
it.
mean, hell, look at even Donald Trump. He does all this awesome shit with Doge and stuff and cutting back the government and firing all these fucking simps. And then he goes and gives all his money to Israel and sucks their dick. Like, so
Yeah,
ain't
people
nobody got a
forever
cape.
live in the gray. Yeah, they forever live in the gray. There is no black and white out here, even though people want it to be. There's no black and white in business or anything. Relationships, man, it's all gray area, okay? And depending on the day, things can look better or worse. Uh, but yeah, I mean, man, they need to get the deal done. The deal should have been done. It should have been done a long time ago. I mean, my goodness. And as multiple people have said, people are trying to paint Zelensky as some hero, but he's done declared martial law, done kicked the media out. You only got one outlet now. Yeah, no elections. I mean, picking ninjas up off the street. I mean, I mean, does that sound like the beacon of democracy and freedom? I mean, from what I understand, there's a lot of folks over there that's like, dude, I mean, make the deal already. Part of being a leader is knowing when you've lost and saving what's left. That's part of being a leader. Like when you know that you're outmatched, you gotta be like, okay, all right, so we got to do something different here. All right, because we ain't. I mean, we tried the first thing, which was fighting it head on with support. That hasn't worked out. So now I've got to make this deal. That's just it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no shame in it. Like you ain't gotta go hang your head. I mean, I think enough folks have died. But now, are we just gonna keep sacrificing people? I mean, he said the other day, it's like, oh, U.S., y'all gonna send y'all folk too. You gonna send your sons and daughters. So that's all I got. Everybody who stands with Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? And I see a whole lot of young folks who stand with Ukraine. Are you ready to go over there and whoop some ass or what? Some of them ain't never even picked up a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you gonna shit your britches and get taken out immediately. And for what? For nothing. For something that you won't gonna win no way. So I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I'm with you, man. We need to normalize relations. I mean, we're gonna be working together. All right.
And we have been.
Hell, they said
Like,
that. Yeah.
the relationship on the back end has been there the whole time. Like, how much manufacturing for China, despite all the shit the government talks, we get the vast majority of our electronics and shit from China, right? So there's relationships there that are in place that the Chinese government, every time America says some bullshit, the Chinese just got to be rolling their eyes, like we're some fucking retarded ex-wife or something. It's really crazy. And then Russia, like, fuck, we depended on them to get astronauts to and from space using Soyuz. So it's like we have
Hmm.
depended on these countries while we simultaneously shit talk them and sanction them. It's unfucking real. Like, Donald Trump, man, he better be fucking different. Like, I know he's doing some things different, but he better fucking come through on some shit for real. or else everyone in the country is going to lose hope. If the fucking Trumpers lose hope in Trump because he doesn't come through, we're fucked.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. And fucking Europe, it said that they gave Russia more money with their oil and natural resources than what they gave Ukraine. So it's just like,
And the Europeans have been buying Russian gas this whole time.
that's what I'm saying. Why y'all still buying Russian gas? So Russian gas ain't evil, but you know, Russia's just evil. I got you. You know, say it just depends on what we get from Russia. It's like, I'm like, that's the stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like, that's the stuff if you just sit down and you just be like, really, guys? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, we need to do better. Now, I've heard with China that they're putting a whole bunch of money into their military. They're gonna put a additional 250 billion. That's what some rumors are saying into
That's a lot for
their
them.
military. But they said something about their economy struggling a little bit. And one of the major reasons is because they got too many old fucks. I mean, you try to ration people out because you got quote unquote too many people. But then, you know, everybody wants their legacy to carry on, and your legacy carries on through a man, because women, it doesn't carry on through a woman's last name. So all of them wanted boys. So now you got a whole bunch of dudes, and you got no young chicks, and you got a whole bunch of old fucks. So I mean, what you got? You know what I'm saying? And so now they're like, oh shit, what we gonna do? And for people out there, it's like, oh man, China's got all this innovation and stuff, and that man, we're behind. Man, I ain't worried about no damn train and shit, man. Damn being able to scan your retina and pay for something. Does that seem like something that I really care about? Like, man, that really made my day a whole lot easier. No, man. I give a damn about all that shit. But folks see stuff like that and it's like a shiny toy. And they don't care what they got to give up to get it. That's how I know that, man, that's how I know tyranny wins. Tyranny always wins because they dangle the carrot. And we love to eat carrots. All right. That shit is sugar coated. What they got that cinnamon sugar on there? The cinnamon sugar carrots. Put them bake them up real good. Oh yeah, they dangle that bitch right out there for you. Then folk will gobble it right up. Now look, folks talking about the security and all this other stuff. Oh, my data and all this stuff. But what do you think you got to give up as far as data goes for it to scan your retina and you pay for an item? I just want to know. You put your eyeball up to a camera and you just pay for something.
I don't even like Apple Pay or none of that shit. That shit weirds me out.
And so now I'm gonna stick my retina up there. Come on, man.
You want to hear some shit?
This is like some movie shit.
I want to talk about some shit. This pissed me off. Motherfucker, I got approved for Apple credit card. And when I got it, in order to activate it, I had to activate it through my computer, through the wallet section of my fucking iOS. And
Right.
and it won't let me change cards. So if I use Apple Pay ever, I have to use my Apple credit card. It will not let me change it.
Yes.
That sounds like an antitrust violation.
Well, it wants you to use the Apple card.
I don't use it.
Premise of it.
I don't use it. I leave it empty just so it has a big empty balance, so my credit looks good. I got like 10 credit cards with no balance just because I want my credit to look good. And my other one, I got like 3 that are maxed out.
I said, damn. Okay, so there we go. There we go. We work. Man's working the program. All right.
I'm working the program. I learned, man. My credit score gone up 200 points
good.
in like 2 years.
Man, that credit look good. Oh, Corey, I want to show you this old Doug Ford out here telling folks Ontario, the supreme leader of Ontario, telling folks to remove the damn alcohol. This shit's dumb right here. Look at these fools, man.
LCBO, the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world, will begin removing U.S. products from its store shelves. And as the exclusive wholesaler,
they removed them because they can't afford them no more.
Longer be available in
You said they removed because they can't afford them.
Yeah, they were removing them because they can't afford them no more. Broke ass bitches.
LCBO catalog, meaning other retailers, bars, and restaurants in the province will no longer be able to restock U.S. products. This is an enormous hit to the American producers. Every year, the LCBO sells nearly $1 billion worth of U.S. wine, beer, cider, seltzers, and spirits, including more than 3,600 products from 35 states. As of today, every single one of these products is off the shelves.
There it is, cuz. Man took them right off the shelves, bud. You didn't think you might want to sell those? I mean, why you got them? Like you already paid for them.
Ridiculous is what it
I
is.
mean, like, now that's petty. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call pettiness. Oh, you did. Oh, I'm gonna do this to you. You know what I'm saying? That's some high school shit. And then you end up it ends up backfiring on you. Because not only you're not gonna sell because it looks like y'all didn't have much booze, Canadian booze. Okay, looks like y'all were just removing a whole bunch of American booze. What kind of what Canadian booze they got? Unibrow, is that what they got?
Beefeater.
What was that?
Beefeater.
Beefeater.
Canadian whiskey.
Oh, okay. Mm. I ain't never heard nobody around here. You think America might be able to make it without Beefeater? I ain't never heard of it. I mean, it's like, oh no, I can't get Beefeater anymore. It's just so bad. I'm so devastated. It's like, man, all you gonna do is just, and they straight up said it's like, oh yeah, man, it's gonna fuck our economy up, but we're gonna stand strong with our people. I'm just like, uh, I mean, you sure about that? I mean,
I
that's
love
all
what
I'm
Trump's
saying.
doing. I just want to see him get rid of Congress and invade Poland, and that will fulfill his destiny.
That will fulfill it.
Like, Congress is so corrupt, there's no point in having them. Period.
I'm like, man said then invade. It said invade Poland. It's like destiny fulfilled. It's like it's like so he can be like Thanos sitting at the end of Infinity War, sitting in that hut. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in that hut like I made it. You know what I'm saying? That's what he can do. He'd be like, damn, man. Be sitting there like Thanos. Hey, look, there's a lot of people that think it's gonna be the end. I don't know why they think that. It's not that simple. Um, but I'm like, I give it to him for trying some shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like we've been so stale. And even during his first term, we were stale. Like we've
Yeah.
been so stale, for the longest time. And so, it's time to try to be a little innovative. And people are going back to the Great Depression. Oh man, you had was it the Scott Hawley or Ott Hawley or whatever it was tariff of the 30s, which they said, yeah, I mean that didn't work. The Great Depression. I was like, but we got to try something, man. Because I mean, if we look around right now, I think that one of the things was it software engineering jobs have like tanked, and we've got AI on the way too. Okay, AI is on the way to kick some ass. All right, kick some asses right out the door. So somebody gonna need something to do. So shit, if we don't try to get some shit back here right now, but I mean, everybody gonna be trying to flip a burger. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to flip a burger out here. And there just ain't enough burger joints for everybody. All right. And burgers cost you $40 at that point in time to get you a good one anyway. It don't cost that much now, but a good one, what's a good one? About
A,
15.
a good one is $10.99 at Five Guys. Sounds like a lot, but it's worth it for sure.
Yeah, because they're good, man. Like it's
You can get out the door. See, I don't buy Cokes. I don't buy soda when I go to the burger joints.
right.
I try not to drink too much soda. So I just get the burger and I get the fries. And I'm at the door for like $15. And that's fairly reasonable. You know, it's not great.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like it to be $12. That'd be better. But I could live with it.
They give you a ton of fries too, so
Dude, they gave you so many fries.
like yeah, I don't never feel like I got, I got cheated on the amount of fries I got. I don't never feel cheated. So I feel good. And the burger's good value too. And it tastes like real meat. You know what I'm saying? Real meat has a particular texture. And so yeah,
So they got like when you
it
go in
finally tastes
there,
like real meat.
they got the whiteboard at the Five Guys and they write on it every day like the name of the farm that the potatoes came from. When I get my burger, I want a little card with the picture of the cow and the cow's name so I can thank it directly.
Mm-hmm. I like to directly thank this cow. It's like okay. He said, "I'm not sure about that." I mean, my goodness. Now I do directly thank the potatoes. There's no doubt about that. And I know there's people out there that's like, a cube, uh, French fries is bad for you. And to those people, I say, fuck off.
Well,
All right,
they cook
I'm
theirs in
gonna eat
peanut
French
oil.
fries.
They cook theirs in peanut oil, so they're not bad.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna eat French fries. Okay, that's what I like. All right, and I got
McDonald's.
this
Oh, no,
one
who has
life
the
to
worst
live.
fries? In-N-Out has the worst fries. You got In-N-Out out there?
No,
Yeah, the In-N-Out's moving to Virginia, so you're gonna get them soon.
It's moving where?
Virginia. They're moving their headquarters to Virginia. See, the thing with
Oh, okay.
the thing with In-N-Out that they claim is so great is that their meat is fresh, never frozen, and shipped in, and so it was always regional farms, and so they didn't want to spread out nationwide because of the supply chains they had. But California done pissed them off, and so they're leaving California to go to Virginia. So they're going to open up on the East Coast. So, but
Oh,
still,
okay.
Five Guys is a better burger. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Okay. But you said the In-N-Out fries are terrible.
Terrible. They're like them little fries, the little teeny ones where you got to grab like 10 of them to fucking get a mouthful.
Where you gotta grab 10 to equate to one fry.
Yeah, it's like fuck that. What are you doing here?
Some people call them shoestring.
I like the
Shoestring fries.
I do like the Chick-fil-A fries, but man, they they cook their shit in like fucking poison or something. Like I guess their formula is like the worst you could possibly get with seed oils and shit.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you the best French fry to get. Let's see. If you're just going to like the grocery store, these actually slap. Let me get. Oh, here we go. We'll bring it up. Nathan's.
So I grew up walking distance to Coney Island, and my dad would take me to the original Nathan's all the time. I even rode on the Cyclone roller coaster at Brighton Beach at the Coney Island amusement park. That shit was taken offline a couple years ago. But yeah, I'm very familiar with Nathan's and their fucking crinkle cuts. Good stuff.
Mhm.
Although
Hey, look at those.
I can tell you with certainty the Nathan's Franks that you get today are not original Nathan's Franks, especially the ones you get at the grocery store. The ones that you get inside the actual Nathan's stores nationwide are close, but like they used to have the casing on them would snap. You'd bite into it and it would snap. It was not like a regular
Right, have a
soft
snap
hot dog.
to it.
It had a snap. You can't almost find anywhere a snap to a hot dog at all. So
No, you really can't now that I think about it.
no.
What
I
was
bought some uncured hot dogs. I don't know what the fuck uncured means, but they was on sale, so I bought them because I'm trying to eat more sauerkraut for my gut bacteria. And so
Oh, okay.
there was okay. I put them in the oven, and they had a little more tense outer casing, but it wasn't a snap like a Nathan, like an old school Nathan's. So Nathan's used to come on a string, like you'd see them hanging there. They were like, because they were just twisted, right? It was just a hot dog and twisted, and it was another hot dog. It was like what you see in the old cartoons and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Well, there we go. God, I was trying to think of those other hot dogs that I gotten in the past. Of course, you got your classic Oscar Mayer.
Those are the
Um,
worst of the worst. Like those and Brian hot dogs and like Oscar. Yeah, it's fucking ugh. That's ugh. That's the worst of the
get
worst.
you,
It's like
get
lips
you
and
good
assholes.
what we like to call a good shit red, the shit red hot dogs.
Yo, man, let me just say this. The Hebrew nationals, man, are fucking on point. I'll tell you. Them Jews in the kitchen, man. I'm telling you.
Get you a
See,
good shit
they
red.
never
Hold
should have
on,
been put in charge of the
red hot
banks. They
dogs.
should have been put in charge of the kitchens.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. If you get you this is the classic hot dog you put on the grill right here. Okay, you get some of these red ones.
Hmm.
Just shit red like this.
Ooh, what's that? I've been
Yeah,
seeing
red hot
Bar
dog,
S
man.
commercials, man. I might have to try this.
Yeah, red hot dog, man. So yeah,
That looks like an
that's where
original
it's at.
Nathan's almost. See how it's twisted at the end? Go up
Mm-hmm.
again, scroll
Yeah,
up.
you.
You see that one is twisted. Looks like an
Mm-hmm.
uncircumcised dick.
Right. Right. Yeah. So yeah, you get these, yeah, and they're good for grilling. You put those on the grill, you get them shriveled up a little bit. They might bust open a little
Oh,
bit. Oh
that's
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, yeah. Get you a little bit of burn on it.
I
A
like
little
me some of
burn
that.
on it.
I like me some of that cancer shit on my hot dog.
Yeah, a little burn on it. Man, that's what. Look at that. A little burn. They puff up. Oh yeah, the bright leaf. That's where it's at right there. Okay, shit reds is what we call them. All right. We went to a Durham Bulls game for one of my buddies' damn bachelor parties. He didn't want to do the traditional thing, which is strippers. For some reason, I don't know, something's up with him. But we went up there and they had the red hot dogs, and it was like yeah, we want six of the shit reds. They were like six hot dogs. I said, no, ma'am, we want six of your shit reds. And she said, correction, six shit reds. She said, I was like, man, it's awesome. I was like, thank you for playing along because that's what we called them. We always called it because it was the cheap hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Your Oscar Mayer, all that other stuff is kind of like your high end hot dogs. So, so the shit reds were the cheap ones. So, so that's why we called them the shit reds. But those are always my favorite. Some people don't like them though, just because they're red. Like that's it. Not because they don't taste good, but just because they're red. So, but yeah, it's all good. So, Corey, we're gonna close out. Do you got anything? You got anything coming up? Any special appearances
No.
coming
Well,
up?
I got a bunch of shows I'm doing next the week of the 20th, but I don't even remember what they are.
Oh,
Nothing
okay,
big.
okay. Are you talking about being on other people's shows?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So nothing as big as a Jake Shields. Go check out his Jake Shields.
It's banned on YouTube
Uh,
already.
it's a band on YouTube.
He every before he even put it up, he bleeped out every time I said Jew. And so we don't even know why I got banned.
Okay, but it's on Rumble though. You should be
Yeah,
able to
it's
go
on
to
Rumble.
Rumble and see it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you should be able to go to Rumble and see it. Make sure you check that out. He they've been putting some clips out of you and Jake Shields on X.
Yes, I've been seeing
So
people, but people have been sending me messages. So
yeah, I mean, hey, look good. I mean, I was like, okay, Corey, big time in it. That's what we like to see.
let me say this:
Hey,
you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't
oh, okay,
seen shit. I got some stuff in the
okay,
works that's gonna change the world. So
okay, okay. Hey, y'all heard that first. The powerful one. with his Broncos jersey, repping the Denver Broncos,
They're terrible.
repping the hometown. They made the playoffs this year, so I mean that's something. I mean they got a bright future. They got Bo Nix. Okay, so Bo Nix. So make sure y'all go check that out. Bloodyhistory.substack. All right. Go ahead and get involved in that as well. What were you up to? 90
87.
subscribers now?
I lost a couple, got a
87?
couple
Okay.
back. I got like 3 or 4 signed up this week, and they paid the whole 50. I couldn't believe it.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Sign up for that. All right. Sign
People
up for
been
that. Let's try to get them to 100.
people have been buying a lot of my expensive shit. I got a
Mm-hmm.
$50 package on my website that's got my book and like both sets of notes, my Harvey and Lee notes and the original notes. So you get like 1,400 pages, and I've sold like 6 or 7 of them in the past couple of weeks. Really shocking.
Okay.
I might not be poor
CoreyHughes.org.
forever.
Yeah, there we go. We're trying to get Corey out the poorhouse. There we go. CoreyHughes.org. Go there. Warning from History, JFK book, still available on Amazon. Make sure you pick that up if you hadn't. It can be a good gift, birthday gift, anniversary gift. What is we got Memorial Day coming up, July 4th, whatever. Just go ahead and pick it up. All right, and get it out to some people. Find all my stuff on xq420.com. So yeah, we'll catch y'all next week on Beyond the Cube. Catch y'all Sunday with Day Zero. So for your boy XQ420, powerful and Corey Hughes. This has been Beyond the Cube. Peace out.